What's going on, YouTube? It's your favorite lights out fellas, well, at least two of them. And this drama slash update video is presented by Prize Picks, the largest daily fantasy sports platform in North America. Okay, the easiest and most exciting way to get your bets in. But we'll cover that later because we got something else to cover. I know there was no lights out this week. The big episode 50 is looming, and me and Cosmos decided, you know what? We should deep dive and figure out why our compatriot Light is not available. So one thing I realized was there's a lot of things going on Twitter. For like the last week, Twitter has been an absolute dumpster fire if you are a fan of Smash Brothers. Okay, it just is what it is. So the tweet on your screen right now does feature Light, and I want to make it clear. Okay, we are focusing on Light. So I'm going to read this tweet real quick, and then me and Cosmos are going to deep dive into why we think this actually happened. Cosmos, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
I keep seeing you mention my name, but never have ish to say to me in person. I've been kind to you and complimented you, knowing you do this because I thought you had the wrong impression of me. Enough of the two-faced ish. Hop off my and keep my name out your mouth. Now, Cosmos, I will say this. Initially, I think a lot of people just assumed Light just had enough of, somebody mentioning his name unprovoked in some circumstances. I get that. We all get that. But I, my friend, have a different opinion, a different cause to this effect, if you will.
I feel like you always do. Let's hear it.
Here it is. I believe Light is frustrated because of two things. One, he's still homeless, so he probably made this tweet from his car. and two,
I don't think you even need to get into the second one. It has to be just that one, bro. It's been like 6 months now.
That is enough to drive a man crazy. And two, I will say this. He's frustrated. He didn't win Collision. Got close. Got another one of those similar Genesis brackets where if one more match goes my way, I can probably take the whole thing. Didn't quite get there. Finished in 5th place at last weekend's Super Major Collision. And he made it very clear he's dying to get a big W. And I think he just took his frustration out on Twitter rather than a bracket. Your thoughts?
Honestly, when you say it like that, I can really agree with that because being homeless for 6 months definitely would do things to a man. I'm not gonna lie, because it's been since, I swear, even at Port Priority, it's like back in October or November or something, right? So a long time ago. Like, he was still homeless back then. It's like 5-6 months. So to be in this situation for that long, I'm surprised that he's been consistent for this long, even though he's been homeless for this long. I don't know where he's practicing. Like, yeah, he can go to weeklies and everything, but the fact that he's just trying to compete and win a tournament while trying to find a place to live where he can practice to compete even better, that sounds very stressful. So I'll definitely give you that. I could also agree with the second one because I didn't know that he had a tweet up saying that he was really, like, he knows that he's been consistent recently. He's been doing very well recently, but he doesn't care about being consistent anymore. He definitely wants to get the win.
Show the tweet. Show the tweet. Show the tweet.
I mean, I can find it, but
Just
yeah.
click his name and scroll, you Jim.
Shut up. I'm not prepared. But yeah, what the fuck is that? Yeah, he said since the new season, I've been putting way more effort into this game than before. I wanted to consistently be in top 8s again. I'm 4 out of 5 top 8s at majors, and with one being a win at an invitational. Bro, I don't give a F about consistency anymore. I just want to win. I'm effing itching for it. Ugh. So that's how
Did he really type ugh?
he typed
What the hell?
He typed UGGHH. So I feel like that definitely came from being homeless. I don't think that's related, but yeah, he's definitely itching for the win. So his loss at Collision definitely probably made him pretty frustrated because not only was he close to, he had a really good bracket at Genesis. If he beat Spargo, granted at Collision and Genesis, he would have had to go through Spargo at both of them because Spargo made it to winners finals at Collision. But if he beat Spargo at Genesis, which I feel like he was pretty close, and all the games were really close, he had a super good bracket to win Genesis. He would have won Genesis 100% he would have won Genesis. So yeah, to see him not win that one, and then at Collision, he went game 5 with Cola, almost reverse 3-0 him, barely losing that, into having to play Shattuck, who is someone that he's beaten like 5 times in a row, losing that, I believe, also game 5. That definitely has to grind his gears. So,
a little bit. Because on the last podcast, you'll recall, if you guys go back and watch it, I think it's like at the 10:20 or 10:30 mark, he references how he doesn't think he's, Shattuck's not ready to beat him just yet. So what a difference a week can make for sure. But, he knows how good he is. So it ain't like, it's like a bad loss. It was just probably a little bit of a surprising one.
Yeah. Like he was saying, he said that he wouldn't ever lose to Spargo because his ego is saying that. But he also said that he respects Spargo and he understands that Spargo is good. And he said that because he respects, or not Spargo, sorry, Shattuck. He respects Shattuck and he understands that Shattuck is good. And because he respects Shattuck, that makes him not nervous against him, which is why he didn't feel like he would lose him, because he wouldn't have any nerves against him. But Shattuck he's just been getting a lot better recently. So I'm surprised he won that matchup. That matchup's horrible. So props to Shattuck for that.
Yeah, no doubt about that. Now I have one question for you, Cosmos. So now that we've dissected Light's Twitter rant, I would like to ask you a question. Would you bet on Light to win a major in 2024?
Honestly, yeah, I would. How can I?
You know what? I would too. And let me tell you something, guys. If you would like to do some betting yourself, well, Prize Picks is the app for you. It's the largest daily fantasy sports platform in North America. Football season may be over, but it's March Madness, baby, and the madness, as you can see on Smash Twitter, is always heating up too. Whether it's tournament season or a fight for the playoff home court, there's no shortage of high-stakes basketball and Smash moments this time of the year. Get on the excitement with Prize Pick, America's #1 fantasy sports app, where you can turn your hoops knowledge into some serious cash and enjoy their Prize Picks insurance as well. What does that mean? If a player who exits the game in the first half and does not return in the second, that player protection won't count against you for the rest of, or won't count against you, and your rest of your entry stays live. Okay, so exciting, I can't even say it right. So make sure you download the app today and use the code LIGHTSOUT for your first deposit match of up to $100. Do you hear me? $100 when you use that code LIGHTSOUT. Pick more, pick less. I know, man. You pick more, pick less. It's that easy. Thanks to our friends at Prize Pick. But I'll tell you what, I'm up myself on a little bit of a bet, if you know what I'm saying, because the person I bet on to maybe win Collision was able to do it. Can we switch over to Spargito? He is the Collision champion, and Cosmos, even with the Collision title, the championship, our friend Spargo still facing some flack. You'll notice right there his account is currently privated due to a spat he had with Zap, due to some instigating from Hungrybox that has led to him saying this. Sucks having to deal with this because I usually prefer to stay away from like this and mind my own business. Reason I responded was because I couldn't handle being humiliated like that when I didn't even start or say anything. Just for a bit of clout was a big mistake for my part, but I can't change what's already done. Sucks more that in reality, all this happened because he was peer pressured into doing it for the sake of having more content and money. I definitely did not handle this the best way, and that's why it got more reach. But that's on me. I really hate having a lot of attention upon me. Worse right now because it's negative. So I'll probably delete every tweet regarding it, which he did, and become private for a few days. I want to talk to Spargo right now. Because Spargo knows I always root for him. He's a buddy of mine, friend of the show. Spargo, you're far more mature than any of us have the right to expect. And even with that maturity, my friend, sometimes you get a little frustrated. Sometimes it boils over. We already know, listen, when it comes to offline, no one's touching Spargo, okay? He's always one of the favorites to win. Online, a little bit more of a crapshoot. We understand that, but hey, Coinbox is a good paycheck, so you enter it every week, even if you're not feeling it, okay? Even if you're going to run into wonky matchups. Bowser Jr.'s be doing well over there. I've seen Dr. Mario's do well over there. Duck Hunts do well.
And you know what? I'll give it to him because he entered right after winning Collision 2. He won an offline tournament and then still went to an online tournament. So you know what? I'm not even mad that he went through all this.
I gotta appreciate that, man. I gotta appreciate that. So Spargo, I know you're laying low right now, but we just want to let you know we respect you, we appreciate you. You got nothing to be ashamed of, bro. You're a young man. Yeah, like you said, you didn't like the way he came at you over some clout chasing. I get it, bro. I get it. Listen, Zap, we're not gonna cover it in this particular video, but Zap, you got your own can of worms to worry about. So don't. I think it's safe to say that this topic is currently dead. DOA is done. Okay, dead on arrival. But we just wanted to go over that and clarify. Again, Smash Twitter has just been all kinds of hectic and crazy. And I want to remind people at the end of the day, we play Smash to have a good time. We play Smash to meet friends, connect with new people, and just have a good time. So if you're chronically and terminally online with nothing to do, then make negative comments, I feel bad for you.
Yeah.
Okay?
And
But I do appreciate you because you'll likely watch this video and give us some more ad revenue. So thank you for that.
and to Spargo, like I know that in the moment it does feel really frustrating to go through things like this, but I know that it's not the first time that he's been through something like this, because obviously he's like one of the most popular players in the Smash community now. But knowing that he's going through this, and then knowing that he also has another decently big tournament, or he's like, at the time that we're recording this, he's at a tournament in Mexico that's like feature that has a pretty big pot and stuff. So like, I'm pretty sure he's just like at that tournament, just experiencing life. Offline Smash is nothing like the Twitter universe. Nobody ever says any kind of to you usually. And like, obviously it's in Mexico, so it's like he's more comfortable there, right? He can be more comfortable there. So
don't mess with Spargo and the Badios, man. Don't do that.
Facts. So he's experiencing life, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna have a pretty clean reminder of what offline Smash is like versus going through Coinbox and then experiencing the online storm on Twitter afterwards. So I'm sure he's gonna be good. And then he even has another tournament the week after, because he's going to Battle BC. So he has a lot of tournaments lined up. So
Spargo, and I would bet on him to he already won collisions. I bet on him to take 2 of the 3 of them. So he's probably gonna get best of the West. A little harder at Battle BC, but we will be tuned in and we will be watching, just like we appreciate you guys tuning in and watching this video. A little update on the Twitter dumpster fire light situation and all that good stuff from your friends at Lights Out, EE, and Cosmos. Don't forget, use that code Lights Out if you do download the Prize Pick apps. Happy betting and happy Smash.